What is pop-a-loppin' tech, yes, citizens? We're out on a beautiful summer's day out here on the Gold Coast. Okay, I can't do a Tech Yes City voice. Basically, we're delivering PC today. It's like the old days of being back in Wales, delivering PCs in person. I do really like it this way. You know, no hassle with shipping, you just get it straight to the customer. It's going to be great, you're going to go for a nice drive. But we've got to get a haircut first, because guys, this is just not a tight fade whatsoever. So, see you after. Okay, so PC successfully delivered. This was the Dusk PC, RTX 3060 Ryzen 5 5600 build. Actually, really good value. I had to get rid of a lot of stock, especially the 30 series. I need to get rid of it because there's lots of new stuff probably coming out later this year, so we need to get that old stock gone. So I didn't really make any money on it, but I did get rid of the stock, so recouped some of the cash. Nice fella, paid in cash, which I'm not a huge fan of because it's a bit annoying having to take it down, but you know, if you've got to accept all kinds of payment methods if you're going to make money in this world. It's been really nice getting back to the actual in-person deliveries again. I do miss this, so maybe I have to do a bit more of it in the future, a bit more local sales rather than shipping stuff out. Much fewer headaches. Customer gets a PC in hand, is happy, they can look at it before they buy it. It just makes things really easy. So I'm actually just going to get in a sneaky KFC on the way home. Don't tell the missus. What else can I say? Maybe there'll be another adventure in this video, maybe not. It's an ad hoc thing, but I'll see you in the next scene. Listen, I got my KFC. I'm a happy chappy. Listen, it's not sponsored by KFC, but if the KFC guys are watching, and you know, you probably are, then you should definitely hook me up with a sponsorship, because I want free food. Right, delivery complete, and a bit of a nice surprise in my KFC, which I've got to tell you about, guys, because I know you're so interested, right? So, ordered one set of chips. There was two sets of chips in there, and I can tell you exactly why. So there was quite a cute little cashier working at KFC. Gave her a bit of a wink, and she put in a few extra chips for the big man. And that woman, guess who she was? It was your mum. Good bloody morning. Just after 6 a.m. Already in the car. I'm not going to the gym today though. No, we're having to drive to bloody Taunton to deliver that absolute beast of a PC back there. And I'm glad, because I didn't really want to ship that £4,000 beast in a box. It's just much better to drop it off if you can. But got to get to Taunton and then get back in time for work before 8:45. So let's stop talking. Let's start driving. Alright, 7:29. PC successfully delivered up in Taunton right now at a place called Wild Water. Don't know what it is, but nice chap in there. Took delivery of the PC. Time to get back to South Devon for a day of doctoring. Alright, so made it back. Whole day on the oncology wards, which is my destination for the next few months. But you don't care about that. You care about 100 cardboard boxes, which I just had delivered while I was out today. It was raining, but luckily they put a bit of plastic wrap on it. See, sometimes in business, you just have to take advantage of deals when they're there. So I got all of these boxes. Bear in mind they're enormous boxes, and it works out to about £3.50 each, which sounds like a lot for a box. Remember guys, these are boxes that are going to hold whole PCs, and you have to get ones that are half decent thickness so they don't get destroyed on the way. Of course, one of the problems with running a business that relies on products, especially large products like PCs, is that you need to store all the packaging and other things somewhere. And that is going to be one of the challenges I'm going to have, finding somewhere I can put all these cardboard boxes without absolutely, let's say, vexing the missus. So I guess the lesson is, if you've got a bit of capital and you see a good deal, you really should capitalise on it at the time. I do this sort of time with SSDs. If you remember recently, we've had the SSDs really cheap. Like, you got the nice posh Gen 4 drives going for about 55 quid. So I bought about 50 of them because I know I'm going to need a 1TB SSD for basically every PC that I do. So it'd be stupid not to buy them. Now that we've got those boxes, we can actually finally do something about this monstrosity. Yeah, look at all them computers needing to ship out. There's actually just 2 left now. I had a few more earlier. You might recognise this motherboard. So you know that PC we dropped off in Taunton earlier today? Yeah, that's the motherboard box. And for those of you who don't know, the motherboard box is what I put the power cable and the Wi-Fi antennas in. So luckily the customer actually had their own C13 power lead at home, so it's fine. but that's just something else I'm going to have to post out ASAP. That's really annoying because this is the one box you don't really want to leave out of the package. I pretty much gave him every other component box except that one. For some reason I'm stupid and I left it there. But hey, you make mistakes, as long as you fix them, that's fine. So it's about 7:30 now in the evening, and while most people are curling up watching a sweet little Netflix documentary, I'm going to be boxing up these here PCs so I can get them on their way into the customer's hands so they can be enjoying some sweet, sweet gaming. Okay, so it's time to unpack the boxes so that I can then pack the boxes with PCs to go down to my customers. And if you look really closely, you might see a little helper down here. And he's a good boy. He is a very good boy. Bob, you going to help me undo these packages, my boy? In a box. Oh, sorry, Bob. One. And you can see, right, on these ones, right, you see how it's like got one flute there and then like a thinner flute there. And this is really the minimum thickness you want to send a PC in. I've had ones where it's just one of these flutes and they just completely fall apart in transit. So really, this is the minimum. If I'm sending a really expensive one, I might get some thicker boxes in just so they survive the transit a bit better. Yeah, baby. Alright, so I've packed away those other boxes up in the attic, and now it's time to assemble the two boxes we're going to need for the two PCs that we need to ship out. You see, there's going to come a day when I don't have to do any of this shit anymore. But guys, this is grassroots business, you know, starting in your living room, getting things going. You know, this is real business on the ground floor. Alright, so this is my air packet machine. This is what you use to get those fancy air pillow things. So if you've ever wondered, it's either something like this that people use or a much larger machine if you've got a full factory and all that. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I know exactly how this works, but you switch it on, right? And then it's got a little channel in the bottom of the bag, and then it fills the whole thing up with hot water, basically, and it's got like a heated iron sort of thing in it that melds them all together. I think that's at least how I understand it. These things can sometimes get a little bit temperamental, so you have to sort of coax it along a little bit. And then what we're going to do is just tear one off here, like that. And then we've got a huge pile of void fill that you literally are just going to chuck straight in your shipping box. The reason being is that you want the bottom of this box to be really nicely padded, because the delivery drivers, they just slap these things down on the ground like it's nothing. So you need a nice juicy bed of squish. Alright guys, so I've already put in the Instapack inside the actual PC itself, and then put the PC back into its case box here. And if we've got some stock footage of the Instapack, I'll show you it, but basically it's an expanding foam which I wrap around the graphics card. Reason being is that the graphics card is the most likely thing to get damaged during transit because it sort of flaps around inside the PC. Same thing kind of goes with tower coolers as well. But you can see here I've marked the side of the case with a G. It's probably quite hard to see there with the light flashing on it. But basically I've written the letter G on there, and that tells me that this is the glass side of the case. And you definitely want your glass side of the case facing up in your package if you can, because it's less likely to hit into the ground and get smashed up. Alright, and here's the bit that takes a little bit of strength, right? So you'll pick the PC up and put it glass side up inside the big box. G for glass facing up, and then you just place it in the box. Now this one only just fits. It's a real tight fit. You probably can't see it very well. Let me show you a bit better. You can see there's not much gap around the sides here, right? It's all pretty tight in. But I specifically buy cases that will fit within these boxes, right? Because DPD, the shipping company, they're only going to take boxes up to a certain size. So that's why I always pick cases that just about fit into these boxes. Right, so now that the actual PC is in there, I like to put some of the component boxes in there. One, because it takes up a bit of extra void in the case, which means I don't have to use as much packing. But also, it's just nice for the customer to have all the boxes for the components they paid for. I tend to put all the power cables, Wi-Fi stuff in these boxes, pop that in. As you can see, there's a few gaps around here that I need to fill. And that's what I'm going to use all that green void fill for. Void fill in the box, such that it is full. Right, here's a little front sheet. So I've got like a QR code that shows you how to set everything up. And it's got our YouTube channel there for extra tips, all that kind of stuff, right? Main reason for this is to save myself customer service tickets and things, because one of the most common things that I get as a service message is I haven't got any picture coming out of my PC. And that's because they've usually plugged their monitor up to their motherboard rather than their graphics card. So by having this in there, they watch the video and they know exactly how to set it up properly. It also stops things getting damaged as much as well when you're picking it up out of the case. I'm also going to put in a copy of the shipping label, but obviously I don't want to give out the guy's address on here, so I'm just going to put it in here out of shot, but you're going to have to trust me that that's in there. And I also like to put in a copy of the packing slip or the order status page from the website from when the order gets generated. Reason being is if the package gets lost and gets found, they'll be able to find this and get it to the customer if they don't nick it already themselves. But it's just that extra bit of security. So I'm going to pop that in there as well. Now this is actually all ready to close up, so let's do that. And this is where you make your parcels shine, is with some water activated tape, right? Like this, strong stuff, custom tape, makes it look a lot more professional. Now this is just stuff that you run underneath the tap on the back of it, and it sort of activates the adhesive inside, and you just sort of mould it down onto the box, and that's going to give you a really nice professional look. Now you can see how much better it looks with some custom tape on it. Just makes the whole package look a lot better. Now the only real thing left to do is to actually put the shipping labels on here. I'm not going to be showing you their address obviously, so you're just going to have to use your imagination there. Okay, so here we are. 2 PCs boxed up and ready to ship out. So all I've got to do is speak to my DPD contact, get him to come and collect it, and we are good to go. So that's just one day of PC building fun alongside work. Did you enjoy this? If you did, leave a comment below, because it's a different kind of video for me, and I'll do it again. Maybe you want to do what happens over a week, you want to hear about all the challenges there are, starting your own business, PC building, that kind of thing. But let's talk about the lessons from this, right? If you want to start a business, and you want to really make it in this sort of PC building business kind of thing, because you find it really fun, like I did, it's not easy, guys, right? So if you're just doing it for a bit of fun, right, just do it for fun. Do a build every few weeks for a bit of extra beer money, whatever, that's fine. If you're going to take it to the extreme that I am, right, where I'm actually setting up a limited company, I'm shipping these things all over the country, just be prepared. You've got to put the work in. You're going to have some early mornings and late nights to get this stuff done. And alongside working a job as well. I work a job that's 48 hours per week. And it's a pretty high stress job as well, being a doctor. But I also am able to do all this kind of stuff. And if you want to learn more lessons about how I'm able to do that, then that's going to have to be a different video, but tell me down in the comments. Now, I've spoken for long enough, so time to let you go and enjoy the rest of your day. See ya!